When we last left off, Bardock had managed to survive the destruction of planet Vegeta, living quietly on Earth with his son, Kakarot. Time has passed, and Earth's defenders have begun to grow in number. But the peace won't last forever. For somewhere out in space, a certain Saiyan warrior is on his way. 4 years have passed since Goku defeated King Piccolo. 4 years that have reshaped Earth and the lives of its defenders. Goku is now an adult, taller, more composed, and far stronger than the boy who once wandered the mountains. His power level has climbed to 40,000, a result of constant sparring with his father, Bardock, who himself has reached 50,000. Years of battle experience and Saiyan instinct make Bardock a living legend on Earth. A warrior who not only trains but also mentors his son in ways Grandpa Gohan never could. Gine has not been idle either. From the gentle Saiyan we once knew, she has grown into a capable fighter, now able to hold her own at 20,000. Though she prefers to avoid conflict, her calm precision and mastery of technique make her a silent threat. Meanwhile, Goku's personal life has moved forward. He's married Chi-Chi, and together they've welcomed their first son, Gohan. A quiet, curious child, he is still too young to fight, but Bardock can already sense a latent energy within him, a spark that may one day rival even his father. Earth's other defenders have continued their growth. Krillin trains diligently with Master Roshi and alongside Tien and Yamcha, pushing his limits and adapting to the presence of Saiyan power on Earth. Tien is as disciplined as ever, aiming to bridge the gap between human and Saiyan strength. Yamcha has matured, no longer reckless, focusing on technique and strategy. Piccolo Jr. lurks in the shadows, training in secret. Unlike in canon, he has not yet faced Gohan or Goku as a rival, but has grown stronger, realizing that one day he will need to face not only Kakarot, but also Bardock. For 4 years, life has seemed almost perfect. Peace has allowed growth, families have flourished, and warriors have become stronger than ever. But even the calmest waters hide storms. Far above the planet, Raditz's pod streaks across the sky. His scouter beeps frantically as he detects multiple readings. Raditz had come to Earth with one mission: retrieve his younger brother Kakarot, and if that failed, eliminate him. But when he arrived, what he found shook him to his core. Standing before him were not just Kakarot and the strange Earth warriors, but his father, Bardock, alive against all odds, and Gine, whose presence radiated a quiet but terrifying potential. He tries to kidnap Gohan, but Bardock steps in this time instead of Piccolo. The battle went as expected, but not for Raditz. He tried to push Bardock into submission, but the power gap was staggering. Raditz fought with desperation, clawing for every advantage, but Bardock was no longer the soldier he remembered. His training, his drive, his fury had grown. Every strike, every counter left Raditz on the ground. In the end, Bardock could have killed him. But looking at his son, broken, defeated, yet still Saiyan, Bardock chose another path. He spared him. This mercy wasn't weakness. It was a choice. Raditz would live, and in living, he would be forced to confront a reality that shook the very foundation of his loyalty. For the first time in his life, he wasn't the predator, he was the prey. Raditz may think he's the hunter, but he's walking into a world where the prey could crush him in seconds. He doesn't yet know the truth. He hasn't felt the full strength of Bardock or Kakarot. He hasn't sensed Gine's latent power. And most importantly, he hasn't realized that Nappa and Vegeta, at 4,000 and 18,000 respectively, are coming. The Saiyan threat that once decimated planets is still coming. But this time, Earth is not defenseless. And Raditz warns them, arriving first may be the key to preparing them. Just as in canon, the Z-Fighters have 1 year. But this time, everything changes. Kami, the Guardian of Earth, makes a choice. He will personally oversee the training of the humans, Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, and even Chiaotzu. Alongside them, young Gohan begins his path as a warrior, not alone, but under Kami's strict gaze. His raw potential guided by divine training, grows faster than anyone could have imagined. Even Raditz, once an enemy, finds himself caught in Kami's orbit. With Bardock sparing him, he has no choice but to linger on Earth. Slowly, against his pride, he joins the sessions, learning, training, and adapting. For the first time, he's not just a soldier of Frieza, but a fighter for something greater. And then there's Gine. Her latent strength, dormant for years, is awakened in full through training. While the others are sharpening their blades, Gine is forging herself into one. By the year's end, she has surpassed every Earthling, rivaling even her husband and son. But what of Bardock and Kakarot? Their path lies not on Earth, but beyond. King Kai, sensing the storm to come, offers his training to them. This isn't death sending them to his world. This is choice. And with the looming shadow of Vegeta and Nappa, Bardock and Kakarot accept. Under King Kai's guidance, their strength skyrockets. The father and son push each other to new heights. And by the end of the year, both stand at a staggering 200,000 power level. Half of Frieza's might. Unthinkable for mere science. Unstoppable for anyone short of a galactic emperor. And then, just as in canon, the year ends. Of 2 pods streak through the atmosphere, shaking the planet to its core. Vegeta and Nappa have arrived. Their mission? Simple. Raditz never returned. Kakarot has gone rogue, and more importantly, there's power here. Power that could change the balance of the galaxy. When they arrive, they find a world ready for war. Earth's defenders stand tall, stronger than ever before. But even more than that, Vegeta and Nappa are confronted with something they never expected. Bardock alive, Gine awakened, and Kakarot no longer the runt sent to conquer planets, but a warrior whose power could even rival the Frieza clan. In this altered tale, the choice isn't just Earth's, it's theirs. For Vegeta and Nappa must decide, conquer this world or join its warriors, use Bardock and Kakarot's strength to challenge Frieza, or die against it. 1 year ago, Earth had no chance. Now, Earth might be the center of a war that will shake the galaxy. I will see you next time on Part 3.